助けてくれ。わしの学校を、この壁空高校を。
わかりました。ご希望通り特別生活指導員の一人をお宅に派遣しましょう。では。
Angel Densetsu, Chapter 7, Boil with Rage. So in the last episode we saw that the principal was quite disappointed that Kiatno is now joining his school. So he gave some calls and called a guidance counselor named Irie. He's an expert in dealing with delinquents. So in this chapter we'll see how Kiatno and Irie's interactions go. So this is the morning at Kiatno's house and he's prepping for school. His hair are all spiky and he's actually in the washroom. Man, my bed head is especially bad today. How I managed to get it to look like this is still a mystery to me. It'll take an hour just to get this hair under control. Man, I wanna go back to sleep. Kiatno woke up and went to the washroom and he was just trying to gel his hair. Then he notices, no more hair gel. What I do? I can't go to school like this. I have to make do with what's left. Gotta dilute and try to stretch out what I got, as long as it holds for today. So Kiatno somehow managed to put some water in it and make the gel work on his hair. But Kiatno is trying hard not to make any impression so that his hair won't jump up again. But in trying that, Kiatno looks even more scary and everyone is kinda shocked when he walks. When he was walking down the street, he's thinking, damn, if I left my guard down for just a second, all my hair will stand up. I can't relax for 1 second the entire day. And then their students were talking, here he comes, the guy who beat up Hikaiku's Kojima Kiatno Shichiro. If we beat him, we'll be famous in an instant. We'll be huge around this area. So there's just some delinquents around who was trying to beat Kiatno to make their name. And then they stopped and get in Kiatno's way. You are Kiatno Shichiro from Hikaiku. Wanna talk to me for a minute? They stopped Kiatno and Kiatno was like, who are these people? I don't want to waste too much time today. And the guys are like, damn, he looks so freaky, so scary. Hey, let's go. Don't get scared, guys. Hey, fucker, don't just stand there. Say something. They want me to say something, but if I open my mouth, my hair will stand up. And then the guy was like trying to come at Kiatno. What the fuck is your problem? And then Kitano's one hair stood up and Kiatno goes, yeah! Kiatno made such a freaky face that they got scared and ran away. Whoa, I'm so sorry. Yeah! We were too full of ourselves. He's gonna kill us. Kiatno is just screaming there, and other students around are thinking, only Kiatno Shichiro could drive away enemies by screaming. And then at the school, it's the principal's office. It had been a week since Kiatno-kun defeated Kojima. As that rumor spread through the Hikaiku neighborhood and eventually to other areas, each time it was added upon and embellished. And then it reached the ear of this man, the principal. So Kiatno Shichiro took on 250 delinquents from Hakone High School by himself. It was a complete victory. He sent 200 of them to the hospital. Some had bone fractures and others were missing 1 or 2 limbs. My God, but that can't be. But no human could do that. Exactly. He's a demon. Kiatno's homeroom teacher is trying to tell him Kiatno didn't did it, but the principal don't listen. Curses! What is that foul boy plotting for my peaceful school? I'm in charge of Kiatno-kun, but I don't think he's as awful as you say, sir. You are young. The younger one is, the less cultivated are his eyes. When you have lived a life as long as mine, your eyes become foolproof. You can see the true essence of any man. It may be sorrowful, but when my intuition told me he was the most evil madman of the century, I knew he was a great and terrible villain. But you only looked at him. And he is clever. He makes enemies elsewhere rather than fight in my school. Human never goes beyond its realm. For instance, if you asked Hakune's delinquents about him, they never tell you he beat them himself. Kiatno Shichiro is a dreadful, terrifying architect of evil. The principal is going crazy thinking about Kiatno, and then someone walks in. Pardon me. This is the new counselor, Irie. Oh, Iri-sensei, welcome. A new teacher now? He came to my request to the Board of Education. He's a special guidance counselor visiting various schools for short periods of time. An expert in rehabilitation of delinquents. Rehabilitation, you mean? Kiatno Seichiro, of course. But no need to worry. I was a rough one too before I found this job. I have been through many fights. I have dealt with more problem students than you can count. Well, that simply sounds wonderful. Good luck. Thank you. I leave the methods up to you, whether you feel necessary to use force or... Iri was smirking. Allow me to handle it, sir. I'll have this Kiatno fella corrected and straightened out soon enough. Now it's in Kiatno's classroom and it's quiet as always, and the students are thinking, he even annihilated the punks at Hakun. Kiatno-kun really is one crazy bastard. They said 1 or 2 dead bodies were made to look like an accident. His terrible power, when he snaps, is not to be trifled with. But even still, they all looked at Kiatno, and Kiatno even looked even more scary when he's trying to hold his hair. Kiatno-kun looks like he's in extremely bad mood today. They all turned their heads. I pray to God this critical situation doesn't explode. And then Kiatno finally stood up. No use. My hair going to stand up. I'll go to the restroom and pat it down with water. Then in the hallway, Iri was walking around. First, I must know what kind of person he is. They said he was in class 111. Now, where is 111, huh? So while Iri was walking in the hallway, he saw Takeshi walking towards him. They both looked at each other, but then walked past each other. That was no normal gaze. If my intuition still holds true, then Takeshi finally enters the classroom 111. Huh, Kiatno-san isn't here yet. And Iri was following him and looking at him from the door. His bag's here, he must come around today. And Iri thought, so it is him, my eyes were correct. So Iri is thinking that Takeshi is Kiatno. And while Iri was watching Takeshi from outside the classroom, Kiatno walked in. Ooh, I got it under control. I think I'll hold for a while. Kiatno looked at Iri, what he's doing there. Look at that ugly mug you got there. Surprised to see one as bad as you here. Kiatno also joined him, but Iri doesn't know that Kiatno is behind him. Spiked bleached hair, no eyebrows. Looks like a goddamn super saiyan. He does look strong, but not too smart. Kiatno is thinking, what's up with this teacher? Looks like he wants something from Takeshi-kun. He could just call his name and get it over with. And then Takeshi stood up and walks towards them. Damn, he spotted me. What should I do? Challenge him right here? Takeshi stood there and wished good morning to Kiatno. Good morning. What are you doing over there? The class will begin soon. Please stop squatting over there. Stand up straight. I have great respect for you. Respect? Iri thought that Takeshi was talking to him. Oh, he stood up straight and went to Takeshi. I see. That's great. Yes, I used to be a fighting rascal like yourself years ago. Iri seems really happy. I never guessed you could have known that. Yes, there was a time when people called me the Tiger of Ikaiku. I was born in the year of the tiger, you see. If you ever have any problems, just ask me anytime you want. Bye. He seemed really happy and just laughed and went away. What's up with him? I don't know. Then he was walking down the hallway. This job was too easy. Just another pin for my metal jacket. Then Kiatno's homeroom teacher was there. Shirase-sensei. What happened with Kiatno-kun? Oh, yes, a very nice boy. Nice? He told me he respected me for years, so I promised I'd help him with any problems he needed me for. So you mean he really is a delinquent? I thought that was obvious. Huh, I see. Well, everything is solved now. But even if he's friendly to you, the other teachers are still frightened of him. It's really the same situation. Kiatno-kun's face is scary enough as it is. You're right, he got no eyebrows, that awful hairstyle and piercing gaze. Of course they would be scared. Of course. I understand. I'll tell him to try and shape up his act. Look a bit more normal. And then the school time was almost over and Kiatno is still there struggling with his hair. He looks like he's angry and it looks scary to other people when he tried to do that. And Takeshi is thinking, oh, Kiatno-kun looks commanding today. He's gained her dignity ever since defeating Kojima. What power he emits. And Kiatno is thinking, somehow it's managed to hold to the end of school. I better go straight home, no detours. Is Kiatno-kun here? Kiatno looked at the student who asked for him. Eri-sensei wants you to come to the counseling room. Kiatno seemed bothered by it. Then, in the counseling room, Eri is waiting for him thinking, it will be a piece of cake to get him to turn back into a normal member of society. Too easy. He said he respects me. I'm sure he'll do anything I say. Hello, this is Kiatno-kun. While Eri was sitting in the counseling room, Kiatno walked in there. Oh, good. I want to talk to you for a minute. Then Kiatno walked in. Yes, what is it? And as soon as he walked in and Eri looked at his face, Eri got scared and stand up. Oh, whoa! Who the hell are you? What are you trying to do? Eri was too shocked as he was expecting Takeshi there. And Kiatno is thinking, but you just called for me. What a joker. If he wants to talk to me, I wish he hurry it up. It feels like my hair will stand up even if I just open my mouth. Is this the real Kiatno Seichiro? He's certainly higher than the blonde kid on the danger scale. What a terrifying face. This is the first time I ever seen anything like it. And there Kiatno is thinking, hurry up. Tell me what you want. But Kiatno is not saying anything and he's just glaring at the teacher. The power he's emanating. Is he angry at me calling him like this? Then he stood up and took his jacket off. Alright then, I'll take you on anytime you want. Kiatno has no idea what's going on and he looks confused. Don't assume I'm too afraid to strike with that face of yours. I know anyone who thinks like that is weak in a fight. I have permission from the principal. He doesn't have a damn problem with me beating the crap out of you. And there Kiatno thinking about his hair. It's gonna... Kitano's few hairs stood up all of a sudden and Kiatno started screaming. Kia! Oh! It scared the hell out of Eri. What is with him? His hair's sticking straight up just like I said. He was gonna fight me ever since he came here. Little punk! I'll come up with an excuse later. I have got to take the initiative now. Eri punched Kiatno. Yeah! Right in the face. And while Kiatno started bleeding from his nose and thinking why this guy is punching him, Eri is sweating there. He's actually really scared of Kiatno. And then Kitano's all the hair stood up as Kiatno was not holding up anymore. And when that happened, Kiatno looked even more scary and scared the shit out of Eri. Oh, monster! Demon! Oh no, it's all standing up now. What should I do? This is so embarrassing. Somebody save me! Somebody help! Eri started screaming and Kiatno was thinking, no, don't shout. It'll be so embarrassing if anyone sees me. Kiatno tried to tell him that and went towards him, but Eri got even more scared and he stepped back. Oh, I'm gonna die! He was walking backwards, then he hit the window and broke the glass, and then he fell outside the window. While the students were looking at him, the situation looks like Kiatno pushed him out the window. The real situation might have been different, but the 10 people who viewed saw Kiatno-kun violently push Eri-sensei out the window. There was no other way to explain it. And the next day, Eri-sensei left Hikaiku High School without a word, and the principal's hope that Kiatno-kun would be expelled this time were brutally crushed. Once again, no one knew the whole truth, only the rumor Kiatno-kun is fearsome spread through the school. And at the end, there's principal thinking, to be able to seal Eri-sensei's mouth in fear, Kiatno Seichiro is fearsome indeed. And this is the end of our story. After this, there'll be more characters introduced in the next chapters. At the end page, there's Kiatno and Ryoko, while Ryoko is trying to fight Kiatno. This was the remake of Angel Densetsu episode 3. If you guys hear, that means you're also a fan of Norihira Yagi's This Beautiful Story. If you guys finished the story in this manner, you guys can check the playlist in the description and see all the episodes I created. Thank you and sayonara.